I was just donating a box of old stuff that I don't need to a thrift store, and I'm just kind of reflecting. Do you know how at a lot of thrift stores you find things like this, these like bags of wool of various types that are like a billion years old? Look, this one has a Sears, I don't know if you can see that, but there, it's got a price tag from Sears on it. It's really old. And I'm just talking about this because these belong to my grandmother, and I've kept a lot of stuff that she made over the years. I could do a whole separate video about the things of hers that I have that are unfinished objects that she had been working on at some point in the past. But these are what's left of all the wool she would have used. She crocheted and was an avid knitter as well. And by the end of her life, she couldn't do those things anymore, and it made her very depressed. Anyway, I ended up with these bags of wool, and I'm about to donate them as well. And I just thought I'd share that if you see these kind of things at a thrift store and they're a million years old like this, it's because it's really hard to let them go when you know that they belonged. In my case, I know these belonged to my grandmother, and I know how much she valued her time when she could just sit there and crochet whatever she was making. So it's kind of like saying goodbye to her again. I know she's passed away more than a year ago now, but it's still hard to see her things and realize, okay, I don't knit, I don't crochet. I'm never going to use these things for their intended purpose. They're just going to sit there in bags and continue to get old. So I just thought I'd share that I think about that. I think about the grandmothers and other people, doesn't have to be grandmothers, who used these old things. You know, the old pie plates that you find, the old needles, the old buttons, the old zippers, you know, all these old sewing notions like that that you find in thrift stores. There's a lot of memories that can be attached to them, and people. And I don't know, I just thought I'd share that that's why some of these things that you find are as ancient as they are relative to the day, because some of us have a really hard time letting go, and we hold on to the memory of our loved one, and we hold on to their stuff too. But anyway, if ever you're interested in some of the stuff I got since my grandmother's passing, I've got some interesting stuff that would be fun to make videos about and kind of nerd out about. I have, in particular, I have a whole set of linen. I don't know how many settings there are, but I'm pretty sure there's at least 8. And it's a whole set of, you know, a tablecloth with the napkins and everything else that goes with it. And honestly, and I'm not exaggerating, my grandmother had these they were given to her as a wedding gift before she left Italy to come to this country, after being married to my grandfather, who she didn't really know. She came over with a traditional dowry like that. And anyway, the table linens have been in the same package for 71 years this year. They have never been used, ever. My grandparents were married in 1953, and that linen has not been used in all that time. I have never unpacked it. I don't know what kind of a state it's in. My dad gave it to me. It's all hand embroidered with my grandmother's initials. And man, it would be fun to just like nerd out on that with other people who are into it. So if you're into that kind of thing, let me know and we can talk about it. See you later.